Mr. Trouble never hangs around when he hears this mighty sound.
Here I come to save the day.
That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way. Yes, sir, when there is a wrong to right, Mighty Mouse will join the fight. On the sea or on land, he gets the situation well in hand.
So though we are in danger, we never despair, 'cause we know that where there's danger, he is there.
He is there on the land, on the sea, in the air. We're not worrying at all. We're just listening for his call.
Here I come to save the day.
That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way. We're not worrying at all. We're just listening for his call.
Here I come to save the day.
That means that Mighty Mouse is on the way.
Good morning. How is everybody doing this morning? I seem to be off to the side. What's going on? Let me move over here. No, it's this way. Oh, my head. It's gone. What has happened? Like, everything has changed in Blab. And you know the biggest thing? I can't record the show. I'm recording it locally on my computer so I can upload it to YouTube later on. But I can't record it. Like, there's no record button. Like, I know they've changed all the chat. There's a way. You can. There's a way. I've been told there's a way. How do I record it then? Chloe is in the chat at C4Compete. Morning. Morning. I saw last night. Let me try and remember. I don't see it anywhere. Like, unless it's part of... It used to be a button on the left that said recording. I don't see anything on the screen that tells me I can record. So, I mean, it's not a problem for today, but I just like the fact that people can play. Someone said it's at the bottom. Bottom where? I don't see anything. Unless it's like off the edge of the screen or something. So that's kind of weird. Alright, well, not much I can do about that really. I was going to record it. The reason why I record it on Blab is so that people can watch the replay. But I also put it on my YouTube channel. So I record it locally with Wirecast. And I record it locally. I record it on the web as well. So I'm not quite sure why you can't do that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. Good morning. I hope you're good. I've run out of coffee. I've totally run out of coffee. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. I have no coffee. I've only got tea, so like bear with me because I really need like coffee to get going in the morning. So it might be a little bit slow to start. So the things I want to get into today quickly. I'm heading out in a bit to go to a coffee shop to work from a coffee shop because I'm going stir crazy working in the caravan. Just like day after day, it just feels like I'm on Groundhog Day. I don't know if you've ever seen that film where the guy wakes up and he lives out the same day. And after a while, he starts to realise that it's the same day. That's kind of what's going on with me at the minute with my Udemy courses. Even though I know I'm releasing courses, the free ones are getting out, I'm working on the new ones. It's like, holy shit, here we go again. And I've got into that cycle where, and I think a lot of social media people and marketers and whatever will sort of, would say the same as they get up and it's kind of like you're chipping away at bits and chipping away at bits and you're chipping away at bits. And it's like, what day is it? Like, is it Wednesday? Is it Tuesday? You know, like, how long have I got till Friday? Like, when is the money coming in from my clients? And it's like monotonous. It's just over and over again. So it's been a bit like that. So the best tip for that is just change your environment. Just get out, even if it's just to spend 2 hours in a coffee shop or even at your library. If you've got no money because you can't afford coffee and stuff, just go to your local library, sign up, free membership. They've got free internet there. And they've even sometimes got like water machines. So like you can even get yourself some water and stuff. So just change your environment. Right, okay, I want to give you a little update. First of all, like, oh my god, like, Blab is completely changed. I'm not sure if I can get used to that chat. They've got all messages and mentions. They've taken out the questions, which is kind of radical. I really worry when, like, companies do this, when startups do this, that they just take stuff out. They just migrate, gone, just done. Like, they've taken a feature out rather than added a feature to it. It always worries me when they're like, you know, questions are not being used, so they will pull it. And it doesn't seem like the community was involved with that. It's kind of like, we've got a new look, got a new style. It might just be that the chat is a better engine, or it works in a different way. But I'm a bit surprised that they removed recordings, which suggests to me that they're probably doing something big on the recording and the audio side, because they've just acquired that company that does high definition audio. So maybe they're just wrapping in high definition audio into the process, which if we get HD audio inside of Blab will be amazing, trust me. A few things I want to talk about. Speak. Speak is an app that I want to start using. Chloe's in the chat room at C4 Compete saying, I feel like Blab is that crazy unpredictable girlfriend. Yes, well, I've had a few of those, Chloe, so I know exactly what you mean. Speak is out for Windows, Linux, and Mac. It's been out for Mac for quite some time, but it's always been a bit of a problem because I couldn't use it with my friends on Windows systems or on Linux systems. So that's out now. So if you go to speak.io/download, and it's like a little app that runs in your tray, and it's just a little bit less of a problem compared to Skype. The issue with Skype, I find, is that there's an awkwardness about Skype. You know, you fire it up when you want to talk to somebody on Skype. I don't normally have it running in the background so that people could just randomly ring me. I think there's an awkwardness about Skype where it's like, should I ring that person? Are they all right to take a call? You kind of do this thing like, do you want to Skype? Whereas like things like Appearing is kind of there's a looseness to it. There's a link. You click the link, you're in the room. And I like this Speak as well because I think this could be really powerful for collaboration in terms of Slack channels. So we use Slack for our messaging quite a lot as Team Humble. There's about 4 or 5 of us at the moment. Hopefully we can grow that, scale it up to like 20 or 50 people, but everybody has to have the same kind of attitude. And we're kind of like, I don't know, how do you call it, vetting people as they come through. But Speak, the reason why I've been talking about Speak is that it sits in the tray and you can see all the people who are actually online, and you can suggest, you can say in the settings if I want to broadcast or not. And it's just really lightweight, and what I like about it is there's no like app on the screen. There's no like, it doesn't take over. Just sits in your tray and then on the edge, and then it's just voice. And when you're in chat, if you want to get into like working on a project together, say you've got your Trello boards up, or you've got like your mood boards up, or your Canva, or you're doing social media like status updates and you're planning all that, just having that voice in the background compared to like having your focus put onto Skype, I just think is a nice thing, and the quality is really good on it as well. So go and check that out. Speak.io. Download it for Windows, Linux, and Mac. Add me. I'll post a link into our Slack channel and something like voice messages. Chloe's asking if it's like voice messages in WhatsApp. No, not really. I mean, I do miss voice messages in Path Talk that we had, but Path Talk was getting out of hand because I was waking up with like an indicator that said 90 messages for the group. It was like, oh, I can't keep up with that. Whereas Slack, it's a little easier because they're sort of spread into different groups, and I favorited the groups that I want, like my general and certain people at the top, so that I can jump straight to it. So I think it's just about what preference you prefer, really. I mean, WhatsApp and all those other apps are kind of like immediate apps, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like quick voice app to somebody, job done. It's kind of like that, I guess, but it's more real time. It's not like you're recording it and leaving it, which actually with Speak, if they did offer that, that would be quite useful as well. All right, so the first paid course is underway on Udemy. Double check my time. Where am I at? I am on 9 minutes, so I've got 10 minutes left. I kind of do 20 minutes. So yeah, let's talk about my first paid course is underway. I've got about 110 lectures on it. Dale has helped me put together a Excel document, well, a document that they already sent from Udemy to submit it for today, and that's all done. That's a cool way of working, you know, like when somebody's in a different time zone, they help you out with something, and you wake up the next morning and you got something done. It's like really, really cool. I really enjoyed collaborating on a video with audio last week, and I definitely want to do more of that, like crank those out. I think we can do some cool stuff there. But the reason why I had to submit that today is that Udemy have this Black Friday 2015 hashtag, and if you do a variety of their different tests, and not tests, but like they're kind of like criteria to push people to push certain people who have got courses into the higher SEO rankings when they do the Black Friday announcement on the day. So Udemy have got like this contest running where they're going to pick 10 people and 10 courses or X amount of courses, and they're going to give them extra push. So through Facebook and Twitter and all their channels where they've got a lot of followers. But Black Friday is normally very busy anyway, so somebody like me who hasn't got any income coming in from it, it will be a starting block, and then hopefully it will maintain that and then slowly move up over the next 12 months. This is a long tail game. This is not like, hey, I've done a paid course, it's going up, I've made £5,000. That's not how it's going to work. It's going to be literally $200, $300, $400 like a month, and then slowly over like 10 or 12 months it'll just go up from, like, if I keep cranking those out like every month, maybe 2 free courses and 1 paid course a month, then over 12 months it'll probably go up to most instructors are making anywhere between, or the ones who are doing it in that strategy are making anywhere between $3,000 and $5,000 a month dollars. So I mean, like, it's not necessarily about the money per se, but if I know I've got a certain amount of money coming in, I can make that jump to Spain. I can make that sort of shipping container retreat that I'm on about for creatives that I've always wanted to do. I can build Apiary Haus. I can give some money to put into an account for my daughter's college. All of that stuff. That's my mission. That's my goal with Udemy, is to go that route. So yeah, I had a look this morning. We have 60-something days until December, and that's bloody scary. December, we're supposed to be going to NYC, and we've set up a GoFundMe. We've already had £200 out of the £1,800 we need. £1,800 sounds like a hell of a lot of money, but that's 3 flights and the Airbnb, and then a little bit of money to get around on the subway when we get to New York City, because we're going to a lot of soup kitchens, and we're also going to find out where those people hang out outside of the soup kitchens. Because what I want to do is get together a bunch of little leaflets and coupons to give away. So I've got to work my ass off to get my digital nomad homeless course up and ready before then, so that I've got like pressure from that side. But I know that Chloe's a bit scared about, getting stuff done in time. But like, you've got to have a goal, and you've got to have something to strive for. And the satisfaction that we'd all get by making it happen and getting there would be awesome. So what are we doing about that? How are we moving on that? Friday night, we're going to do something on Blab where we sort of kind of announce it and we kind of build up to it. But also, I've been talking to one of the guys in our group called the Ronster, and he's willing to put some of my stuff on eBay, which is awesome. So I've got my DSLR, my GoPro, and my electric bike, which I'm going to be sad to see go, but actually, in the long term, it makes sense to get rid of it. So that's about 800, 900 quid's worth. I'm going to split that down in middle, give some of that to the farm, and the other half is going to go towards the campaign. So, I mean, it's kind of like paying myself to go, right? On the flight with the money that I'll be putting in. But then I'm also thinking about going temporary work. So I've been looking at stuff like this morning in terms of temp jobs. I can quite easily do like a temp job for a month or 5 weeks, bring in over £1,000 and just chuck that in. I money to me is like, what value can we get out of the money, right? That's why we do it. Like, it's not just about paying bills. It's kind of like, let's use this and make it for something. Let's make something more substantial. Let's make a memory out of it. Let's make, there is other reasons why I'm desperate to get over to America in December, but I love America in December as well. Like, all the lights are out and it's awesome. So that's massively on my radar. The other thing that's on my radar today, so I've got my courses that I'm working on. I'm working on the text elements for each section using a thing called haikudeck. If you've not seen that and you do social media at all, check out haikudeck.com, haikudeck. It's amazing. You can put in various text and bullet points, but then do a search for images, and the images get put behind the text. Really, really cool. You can use it for slides, presentations, fully transportable, works on your iPad, works on the desktop. You no longer have to do PowerPoint. You can literally be on the train, make this like presentation up, send them the link, and then they can put that up on the screen for when you rock up for your lecture or your conference. Really good. But also I use it behind me on the green screen in Wirecast, and then use the spacebar or the mouse to like flick through the slides. It just makes slide production so much easier. I used to use Keynote, and I still will use Keynote, but there's a lot more effort in finding the images, whereas this has a search engine built into it. So I'm going to be doing a lot of haikudeck today. I'm also going to be using another site today called uscan.me, and I've used it before, and the reason why I'm using it is that you can make trackable QR codes with it. Now, I'm about to start a project here at the farm for the petting zoo, and then also some fairy doors. Now the fairy doors, I met with a lady last week, and Nikki, and she's gone away to take the 10 names that we had for our fairies, and she's going to design doors applicable to those fairy names and their stories. So that's happening in the background. That's kind of cool. You Scan Me is really for doing QR codes that people can go into the petting zoo, scan the QR code, and it brings up all the details, mainly the SoundCloud audio, so that the mums can sit there in the petting zoo while the kids are playing in the sand or petting the animals, and just listen to the story, the latest story from either the Jackanella or any of the other animals around the site. So I'm really super excited about that. And You Scan Me is really good because I get tracking. I get tracking when people scanned it, what time they scanned it, how long they listened to it for. You can do redirection, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. It's really, really cool. And if you're doing it for campaigns around a city, I mean, we will be using it around the site. So we'll be able to see how long it took for somebody to get between one place and another place, and the actual scan journey. Did they just do 3 and leave it? Did they go to another one? Did they jump to another one instead? You know, we can literally curate the whole journey. So that's kind of exciting. So yeah, I'm off to the coffee shop. I'm looking around for temporary jobs. We've literally got 53 days to go. I worked it out if we go on the 6th of December, which sounds like pressure, but actually it just makes me more determined to make it happen. I don't know why, but I'm just that kind of person where it's like, this is my life. What am I doing with it? I'm not sitting on a chair waiting for life to pass me by. I want to grab it, shake it a little bit, let the universe kind of dictate where I should be going, and jump on it. So, and the only thing that really holds us back is money. It's like we get trapped by money, by the need for money, and we almost like execute ourselves on a daily basis. Chloe's asking me, is it the 6th December flying out? That's kind of what I've put, yeah, on a Sunday. That's kind of what I've put. I mean, it's all open for change. That can be changed. It could be the week after. We need to have that conversation together as a group, like you, Megan, myself. I mean, I'm not even sure if Megan's going to make it. I hope she does make it. So yeah, there's flexibility in the dates and times, but I want to go for a week. I want to get the Airbnb for a week. By the way, if I didn't say it before, it's gofundme.com/humblenyc. So it's gofundme.com/humblenyc. We don't expect just like random donations to help us like get the flights and stuff. If there's work that you want us to do, if there's any virtual PA stuff that you want us to do, any video editing, any graphic making, any podcasting, any interviewing, if you have companies and brands and clients that you work with in New York City that you don't get to see, but you want an interview with them and you've got questions, I can gladly go there with my tripod and my camera and my mics and do that while we're there. Like literally, I can do a video shoot for you if you've got clients in there. So anybody watching this video with clients in New York City or people in New York City that you want to get in touch with, let us know and, give us a donation for that. That'd be awesome. That's it, really. That's all I wanted to say today. It's like 18 minutes of ranting and I've had like one drink of tea. Just one sec. Oh my God, I've totally run out of coffee, by the way. So I've got to go to the coffee shop just to get my coffee hit. You would think that I've had coffee the way I'm talking. I think there's more caffeine in tea, Look it up. I know it's a weird fact, but I think there actually is. So that's it, really. That's all I wanted to record. If anybody finds out where the button... I know Chloe's going to look at this. If anybody finds out what happened to the record button, that'd be awesome. Maybe they'll just roll it out later on today. Maybe it's actually somewhere else in the settings in terms of scheduled blabs. You have to click a button to say save this blab or something. It seems a bit weird that they've removed it, though. It seems a bit haphazard. It gets me a little bit scared when a startup does that. It's kind of knee-jerk reaction. It's like, oh, the chat's better. Let's chuck the chat in. And the chat does look better, but it's kind of weird. I'm not sure why they've done it, but yeah. So that's it, really. Don't forget, speak.io. Download that. Let's work together on that. Let's play with that. If you want to come and hang out on Friday night on Blab, do a search for #TeamHumble. Either follow myself at Phil Campbell or Dayleo, Dayleeoo, or follow C4 Compete on Blab. Follow any of these people, or at Megan Haste, Haste. Follow any of those people. When you see them go live, most of the time we're either in a group together or we'll be somewhere in another group. Leon's just joined and we're just about to sign off. And this video is going to go up onto YouTube later on today, Leon. So if you want to watch this back later, that's cool. We didn't record it on Blab today because I couldn't find the button. But that's it. Join in with us on Friday night on Blab, 10 o'clock UK GMT. I think that works out about 5 p.m. East Coast. And we're going to talk about the fundraiser a little bit more. And hopefully we'll have all come together. There's like 2 or 3 of us who are like pulling funds together for donations for the trip. But we'll also be releasing our schedule in terms of what we're going to be doing while we're there. So, cool. I will see all you later. Have a great Tuesday, whatever you're doing. Remember to take time out. Remember to have some water. Remember to change your space. Remember to say no to clients when they ask for more and then they don't pay you. I'll see you later. Not that's not happened to me because I'm not working on anything particularly at the moment. But I'll catch up with you soon. Take care.